Okay, so you're watching this video. It means the last one didn't scare you too bad. So that's good news. And remember, it's this section. It's going to make all the other sections seem so much more friendly. Okay. Well, actually, I don't know if that's true. But so look at the system we have here. You got three equations. The first one has an x and z, second one y and z, third one x and y. Okay, so not every equation has every variable. That's okay. It might make things even a little bit easier. We'll have to find out. So I'm going to take the top two equations. So I'm going to take this one, I'm going to write in blue, and this one I'll write in green. Okay. Now I'm looking at those two equations, and I see that they both have z, so I'd like to eliminate the z. So how am I going to do that? Well, the top equation, you know, you've got a -4 and you've got a 3. So think 4 and 3, what's the smallest number they go into, or what's the LCM? 12. So I'm going to multiply the top equation by a 3, and the bottom, or the middle equation, by a 4. And then here we go. So my top equation, I'm going to get 9x minus 12z equals -3. Okay, so again, I'm distributing here 9x, double check my multiplication because I don't want to make a mistake. Okay, and then this second equation, now here's where you kind of have to be a little careful. You have an 8y. Where do you want to put that 8y? Well, I'm going to put it right there because there aren't any y's that it matches up to in the first equation. Okay, but I get an 8y, I get a plus 12z. I guess I should have left more space in the top equation. And then 4 times 2 is 8 over here. Okay, so that looks good. I can add those equations together. And what am I going to get? Well, the -12z and the positive 12z, those are going to eliminate. And that's what we were planning on having happen. Then I'm going to have, let's see, do I need a new color? Purple. 9x plus 8y equals 5. Now, do you see where those are coming from? There's the 9x, there's the 8y, and then you have to add those together to get the 5. Okay, so now I'm going to use that equation with, okay, this third equation right here. It says 2x plus 3y equals 6. That's not very friendly. Okay, let me write it underneath here. 2x plus 3y equals 6. Okay, so I either have to eliminate the x's or the y's. It doesn't matter to me which one. I'm going to go for the x's, but you could go for the y's. So the top one, I'm going to multiply by a 2, and the bottom one, I'm going to multiply by a -9. So that's going to get me an 18 and a -18. So sometimes that's the tricky part for students to see. You kind of have to look ahead. What number do both 9 and 2 go into? 18, that's the smallest one. And so I want to get a positive 18 and a -18. And you can say, well, why didn't you use a -2 on the top one and a positive 9 on the bottom? I could have. I had to choose, and this is the way I chose. Hopefully it was a good choice. Okay, so my purple equation then, I'm going to get 18x plus 16y equals 10. And then my other equation, I'm going to get -18x minus 27y. Well, if I were trying to prevent negative numbers, I went the wrong way, but okay, equals -54. Negative numbers don't scare me. Okay, so I'm running out of colors again. Let's see. Go for the red. Okay, the 18x and the -18x, they cancel out. That's nice. And then I think I'm getting a -11y here, 16 and -27. Think about that for a minute. Okay, and then on the other side, I'm getting a -44. I do like the looks of that, because 11 goes into 44, yay. I'm a fan of the integer answers. And they don't have to be integers, but it just kind of makes us feel better sometimes. So. All right, so we're running out of room here a little bit. I get y equals 4. Okay, now, where do I want to go with that y? Well, I want to go to an equation that has y, so not the top equation. Let's go to the bottom equation right here. So, and you might say, well, why didn't you pick the middle equation? I could have, I had to make a choice. So 2x plus 3 times, but now, see, I'm going to put that 4 in for the y. 4, this big red 4, equals 6. So you want to take your time with these. Don't rush through the multiplying and the adding because that's where mistakes are made, and then you don't get the right answer and you're sad. Okay, subtract the 12. 2x equals -6. Divide by 2. Divide by 2, and I get x equals -3. Okay, so now I know x and I know y. I've got to find z. I can pick either the top one or the middle one. I'm going to pick that middle equation now. So I've got 2y plus 3z. Oh, I forgot to put the y in. That's okay, I'll do it on the next step. So I'm picking this equation. 2 times, it was a 4 for y? Okay, 4 for y. Plus 3z equals 2. So 8 plus 3z equals 2. If you subtract the 8 from both sides, you're going to get 3z equals -6. And then, no, I didn't write the subtracting 8, but that's okay. Divide both sides by 3, and you get z equals -2. Okay? All right, so we're getting an answer. We found x, we found y, we found z. It looks like our answer is -3, 4, -2. So that's the solution I'm getting. I feel pretty good about it. Can I check it? Yeah, just go through each equation. So 3 times -3, that's -9 plus 8. Yeah, that works. Then the second equation, we've got, and you know, this one wasn't as long. I could write these out for you. So the blue equation, 3x minus 4z equals -1. Here's what I'm doing in my head. I'm putting in x, -3. I'm putting in z. And notice I put a line through the z, so I don't think it's a 2. Might help you. Anyway, that works, doesn't it? Because you've got -9 plus 8. So that's a smiley face for that one. Okay, then the second equation, that was the green equation, 2y plus 3z equals 2. We'll just double check that. 2 times 4 plus 3 times -2. Does that equal 2? So we get 8 minus 6. It was a positive 2. Did I say negative? Anyway, yeah, that one works too. So smiley face here, smiley face here. Then the third equation was 2x plus 3y is going to equal 6. So you've got 2 times -3 plus 3 times 4, which is supposed to equal 6. -6 plus 12, yeah, that equals 6. So yep, they all check out. That's just the check. So we're just checking our answer. But it's kind of nice to check these, especially if we get some kind of crazy answer. All right, that's that one.